Would you watch a horror movie made specifically to feel real, even if it blurs the line between performance and reality? What's going on, everyone? I'm Travis, and this is The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. Today is March 24th, 2026. We're back in full rhythm after South by Southwest, back to breaking down the stories that matter, the projects to watch, and the shifts happening across the genre. Let's start with a quick sponsor run back from yesterday. Quick shout out again to our partners over at Grove. You can still pre-order The Haunting, dropping May 26th on 4K Ultra HD plus Blu-ray for $32.99. And good luck, have fun, don't die is available for pre-order now, releasing April 21st across DVD, Blu-ray, digital, and 4K. Plus, March Movie Madness is still going strong all month long. Hope those brackets are holding up after this weekend. Lots of upsets. There's even some upsets over in the girls' brackets this morning. So good luck, everyone. Over at Fanatical, 4 days left on the Infinity VR collection. Crimson Desert, 15% off. Premier Mystery Bundle live now. World's Edge deals are also available. And don't forget Death Stranding 2 on the Beach is currently 10% off. And you got 6 days left on the Build Your Own Killer Bundle. That is all part of their spring sale. Hit those banners at Horror Movies Uncut and let them know we sent you. All right, let's dig in to today's top stories. First up, let's start with a project that stands out for a very different reason. Tal Anderson from HBO The Pit is stepping into horror with a short film titled Don't Look Out. But what makes this one important isn't just the premise, it's the perspective. The film follows two autistic friends who head into the woods to escape reality, only to discover something far worse waiting for them. And this isn't just another horror short. It's part of the Marvels of Media Festival, which specifically highlights work created by autistic filmmakers and storytellers. That truly matters, because horror has always been about perspective, about how people experience fear, isolation, and the unknown. And when you introduce voices that haven't traditionally been centered in the genre, you don't just get new stories, you get new ways of experiencing horror. The festival itself is expanding nationally with screenings and programming across multiple cities. So this is not just a one-off. This is part of something that's growing. My question for you guys, though, is do you think horror gets stronger when it brings in new perspectives like this? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Next up, one of the most anticipated body horror films of the year is almost here. One of the films we had on our list of 2026 to see. Tickets are now officially on sale for Alpha, the new latest film from Julia Ducournau. If that name sounds familiar, it should. She's the filmmaker behind Raw, Titan E, two films that didn't just push boundaries, they ignored them completely. Now she's back with the new story centered around a 13-year-old girl whose life unravels after she returns home with a mysterious tattoo. That's about all we really know, because with Ducournau, the hook is never just the premise. It's how far she's willing to take it. Early reactions are already split, which honestly is exactly where her films live. Some people will call it brilliant, some people will reject it completely. But that's body horror at its best, and it hits theaters March 27th. My question for you guys, do you go into films like this for the story or for the experience? Let me know your answers in the comments ahead, and I already got my tickets. I'll be there. And finally, a new found footage project that's leaning into something a little more stripped down. The trailer for Loner just dropped, and this one follows a survival vlogger who heads into the wilderness to create content. and ends up trapped by something he can't explain. What makes this stand out isn't just the premise, it's the tone. This isn't trying to be loud, it's not trying to overwhelm you. It's building tension through isolation, environment, and perspective, which is exactly where found footage works best. This film blends folk horror, psychological tension, and just enough dark humor to keep things off balance. It's already picked up awards on the festival circuit, and it's gonna stream for free on Found TV starting April 24th. Missouri folks, if you head up to Panic Fest in Kansas City in a few weeks, they will be playing it up there. The reason why this is important is because more and more of these indie horror projects are finding their audience after festivals, not just during them. My question for you guys, though, is do you still rock with found footage horror, or are you burned out on it? And let me know your answers in the comments ahead. Today's take. The biggest takeaway right now, horror isn't slowing down. It's expanding, and we got a big month of May coming up. We got different voices, different formats, different distribution paths, and the more space the genre creates, the more unpredictable it becomes. That's when it's at its best. Today's Spotify poll, which type of horror are you most interested in right now? Body horror, found footage, psychological horror, indie experimental. And if there's something we should be covering, send it to us in our DMs at HMUNCUT. You might just hear it on an upcoming show. That's it for today's episode of The Final Cut, your daily pulse in horror. We're back in the groove this week, and there's a lot more coming. If you're watching on YouTube, like, subscribe. If you're listening on Spotify or Apple, follow the show. I'm Travis from Horror Movies Uncut. We'll be back tomorrow. More updates, more headlines. Until then, you guys know the drill. Keep the lights on.